All right, guys, welcome back. Let's talk a little bit about essential oils and using natural fly sprays or any kind of grooming product that contains an essential oil. Before I even start, I am not poo-pooing these products. I think they give us a wonderful alternative to all the chemical stuff that we have available. And I've used essential oil products, fly sprays on my horses for a very long time. However, Wes is super sensitive to them and I can't use them on him. So I wanted to make a video in case anybody else is noticing certain things with their horses that can be attributed to the essential oils in the fly sprays that you might be using. Now, if you don't know what essential oils are, these are highly concentrated, volatile compounds. And by volatile, I basically mean that they evaporate quickly. They enter the respiratory tract and the bloodstream very easily. But when they go out into the sun, they can also cause a lot of photosensitivity reactions, which can lead to burning, blisters, and peeling. What I noticed with Wes personally, and I'll show you some videos, and this wasn't even the worst of it. He looked like somebody who went out, got sunburned, and was just left with all that peeling, flaking skin. If this is happening to your horse and you're using these essential oil products, you have to stop. This is probably what's causing that. And in order to get that oil off of them, you got to use Dawn dish soap. You can't just run cold water over them or just use some other sort of soap. You have to use something that's going to break up the grease and break up the oils. Use the Dawn dish soap. Now, essential oils, especially from citrus plants like lemon, lime, grapefruit, or some of the ones, other botanicals like citronella, angelica root, those are really high in photosensitivity compounds, and some of those are actually in fly sprays like the citronella. So you have to be really, really careful, especially on horses that are white, that are gray, that have pink noses, or if you're putting it on, horses that have white socks. Just always do a small patch area first. When I first used the essential oil spray on Wes, didn't really seem to make a difference, but I live in the Carolinas. It is sunny every day here. So he's out in the sun. And what do people usually do that want to get a tan? They put oil on and then they go lay out in the sun and they basically cook themselves.
Oh man, I think I cooked myself. Look at your skin. Stick a fork in me, Jerry. I'm done.
And unfortunately, horses can't tell us if they're burning. They can act up a little bit and then start the peeling and flaking. So you have to be super vigilant. And essential oils are super potent. I read that at least like 0.05 mLs of let's use rose essential oil. If you ingested that, that would be like you eating 50 to 70 roses, which is insane. So they're super highly concentrated. I even use them on myself, and there are certain ones that if I don't mix them with a carrier oil, like coconut oil or olive oil, if you put them directly on your skin, they start to burn and they start to heat up, especially if you have like abrasions, super uncomfortable. So just make sure that if your horse is having a reaction, do a little patch test area first. Just be hyper vigilant. If they're going to be out in the sun all day, if you start noticing any sort of peeling, it could be the fly spray. So then what do we use instead? If we can't use the natural stuff, and we definitely don't want to use all the chemical stuff, I'm going to do another video on a really good product that actually uses essential fatty acids to help keep and repel the bugs. So stick around for that. I'll get that done in the next couple of weeks or so. Things have been pretty busy, but when you know better, guys, you do better. All right, guys, happy riding. Stay safe.